Okay, let's start from the top to bottom, right? So let's start with the pound. Right. Now, look, I knew that so many people were going to fall for this pound trap, right? So many people were going to fall for this pound trap. So many people. Take it from me. Times without numbers, right? Times without number. We are starting from the top to the bottom, and then we're currently starting from GBP USD, right? GBP USD. So GBP USD, from last week, it has been selling off, yeah? Somebody say they fell. I fell for the trap. I knew it. You know, sometimes when I'm so silent on the market and I'm not giving any trade setup, people are complaining, Kojo, when are you dropping trades in the community? When are you doing this? I save you people the stress. I save you people from just falling for such traps. That is my objective. That is my role. That is my responsibility as a trader. Look, so many people fell for it. So many people. Look at the comment section. Everybody say, I fell for it. I fell for it. I fell for it. I fell for it. Wow. It's insane. You know, a lot of people fell for that trap. A lot of people. Like, oh shit. This is crazy. To watch all of you saying that you fell for the buy setup, I'm so saddened because I've told you that. Look at this. You know, even my serious mentees and then my even like right hand man assistant even fell for it. He got enticed. He kept bugging me. Kojo, let's take this trade. Let's take GBP USD. I never mind him. He started talking about it from Monday. When the market opened yesterday, he's like, Kojo, I've seen GBP USD for a buy. He sent it to me. I'm like, I never mind him. Like, I never commented. Rick should definitely be on the live. He knows what I'm talking about. Because I didn't want to fall. I didn't want to fall for it. And I told you guys, take this from me. This is probably the last time you're going to hear this properly. Right? The last time you're going to hear this properly. That when you see the market drop abruptly like that, right? When you see the market drop abruptly like this, right? The first move is always a trick. 2%, less than 2% out of 100%, will you see the first move just totally reverse like that? 2% out of 100 will you see the first move actually do that? For the most part, I know most of you are waiting to see my face. Don't worry, I have a lot to show you guys, right? I know most of you are already waiting to see my face, but like I have a lot to show you. Not only chat works, but like, you know, let's just keep up. I said for the most part, don't fall victim for the first move like this. It's always a big trap. The first move is what? A big trap. You know? Because the market knows that it's been dropping and a lot of people are just expecting that the first move is just usually the lower time frame deceive them. I think so as well. The market just thinks that the first move is just going to abruptly reverse like that. Everybody wants to just jump into it and make money. You realize that the moment they jump into it, boom, then the market just traps everybody. The market will trap you. You're going to fall for it. You're freaking going to fall for it. No matter who you are, you're going to fall for it. Right? You know how you're going to deal with this? This comes under market structure. Most people don't even know that this falls under market structure. Do you guys know how this falls under market structure? Let me show you. Before the market is going to reverse, right, from a serious move like this, it got to show you strength from the bulls. And one of the key concepts that is going to allow you to observe strength from the bears or the bulls is market structure. So look at this. The bears pushed the market all the way down. The bulls came in a little bit, which enticed other people to think, okay, this is the very time that the bulls are coming in. They want to jump in with the first leg, which the market knows that is an enticement to trap them. And then guess what? The market is going to drag you all down like that. Get you panicking and then perhaps hit your stop loss. Now, if this thing is supposed to continue down, If this thing is supposed to continue all the way down, then guess what? It's just going to break this level and continue straight away. That way, for that trader that had patience, guess what? You saved yourself. For that trader that had patience, guess what? You saved yourself. Now, if the market structure changes from that bearish to bullish, this is the very point where it's going to do that. Where I want to come in. This is where Kojo Forex wants to come in to trade. Most people don't get it. You just have to understand this. If you don't understand this, you keep losing money on the market forever. If you don't understand this simple thing, you're going to keep losing money on the market forever. You got to understand it. It's as simple yet so difficult. So simple yet so difficult. Just to understand that you don't want to be the one falling for this. Now, all I want you guys to do is start observing this range. You can start with a lower time frame, 1 hour time frame. You see this level that I've marked here? If you observe that the next subsequent candle closes beneath this black line, ignore this setup. The market could trade all the way down to 1.1 to 1.200. If you see that the next 1 hour candle closes beneath here, take it from me, ignore this trade setup. But if you're still observing, right, as I'm going to be day trading this, live trading it with you, if we observe that the next hourly candle just starts to trade above here, and then the subsequent ones also starts to trade above here, and then we find some nice patterns, guess what? We can trade this market with a very beautiful risk to reward ratio, which is like entering somewhere here, a stop loss just beneath the range. You know how many pips that is? Less than a 20 pips. Nearly a 20 pips. And guess what? The risk to reward potential is all the way here. Is all the way up there, right? That puts us into 22%. 22%. That's if we're lowering down, right? That's one of my skills in my trading analysis that I taught you. You guys think that is only SMC and then, you know, all those other stuffs. What do they call it? Wyckoff and then smart money that can give you this kind of freaking crazy risk to reward. But they are trading strategies that beautifully does that without having to set pending orders and looking for order block and stuff like that, right? Which is things that I teach in my trading course, which goes way deeper than most of you even can imagine, right? It goes way deeper than this, and this is like a glimpse of it. This is like a glimpse of it. It could be tighter than this. If this one is busting your mind, trust me, it could be tighter than this. I could literally lower this down and then set as lower as, like, you know, 5 pips, or the 5 pips, 10 pips stop loss. But like, let's take it a point at a time, right? But yeah, all I want to give you guys is this GBP USD setup. So a lot of you have fallen for this trap already, which is fine. You're going to learn from it. No qualms, no sweat, no cry about it. No qualms, as Mr. Chibuzo will say, Don Chichi will say, no qualms, no qualms. I'm pretty sure he's always on. So yeah, just take it as an L, no problem about that, right? But let's watch this very zone here for GBP USD, right? Let's watch this level, and I will be watching this level. You see, the interesting thing about this level is that let me tell you guys why I never catch the first move. It's so similar to this. Did you see my trade setup on GBP JPY? How many of you didn't sell from the beginning? A lot of you actually got in from the beginning. Thousands of people got in from here, right? Right or wrong? Right. Thousands of people got in there. Guess what? I didn't get in here. I watched the market come down. I watched it pull back up, and I got in right here. And I let you people ride it all the way from last week, which was here. And then this week, if you kept holding all the way down here, that is what we call smart money trading. It's not because you found a candlestick that makes you a smart money trader. It's because you are able to trade smartly on the market and enter when everybody is going south, you're going north, and then when everybody is going north, you're going south. I didn't enter here. You would enter here, it's going to clamp you out. It's so difficult to hold the move from the beginning. It's so uninteresting. It's so boring. It's so sickening. It's so sickening, right? To enter the move from the very top, you're going to lose out. Like you're going to get bored, you're going to get sick of it, and then you're not going to enjoy holding the trade anymore, even when the time is right for you to actually hold the trade, because you got in and then it took you out at break even. Number one, you felt like you wasted your time. How are you going to feel like you wasted your time? You're going to feel like you wasted your time because you sat down to analyze, to nurture this trade setup, and then you got in, set stop loss. It came out into about, let's say, 40, 50 pips. You saw money. You could have taken that money. You didn't take that money. Now the market moves into the opposite direction. It takes you out a stop loss, and you're expected to sit down again and then enter this trade. Your confidence level is already zero. Your confidence level is already zero. So if you are smart, then you're going to take your time and then catch the next leg, which then gives you this beautiful drop like this. If you put it onto the 4 hour, it's even insane. Look at it on the 4 hour. So beautiful, right? Look at this. I still have some positions running. on GG, even though most people were already trying to buy here. Let me see the number of people that were also trying to buy here on GG as well. Let me see the number of people that were trying to buy here. A lot. Did you fall for GG trap as well? Anybody fell for GG trap? I know a lot of people. Now, go on to my Telegram community after this live session and go and check where I put my TP2 for GG. Then you tend to understand why I do certain things. If you go onto the Telegram community and you go and watch, intentionally watch, where did Kojo put his TP2 for GG, you're going to understand something about the market. If you really want to learn about this market, what I'm going to recommend for you is that don't only be excited about, okay, Kojo drop a trade, let me make money out of it. Kojo drop the trade, let me make money out of it. Take your time to also analyze the setup properly. Where did he put his stop loss? Where did he put his take profit? Where did he get his entry? If you take time to do that, trust me, I'm trying to even look for it myself and then show you guys it so that we can look at it together, right? So here was the trade. I said TP1 116, TP1 is 166, TP2 165, right? Now look at it. One 166 is here. And then 165 is just around here. All right. Now I put TP1 166. Why? I put it there because I know that we have this trend line here. We have this counter trend line here, and then the market is supposed to, one way or the other, drop and meet that counter trend line. If anything at all, make some reactions here within this range, these two range. That is exactly why I decided to trap the market in those ranges as take profit 1 and take profit 2 levels. And I knew that people would be falling for this level for a buy setup, not knowing that like it is actually a place where you should be taking your profit. Now the DJ setup was a pretty much easy one. Resistance level dropped, went back to that resistance, gave us perfect reaction, rejections. We took that trade. We're expecting some level of a drop. It dropped perfectly. And then here becomes that center of a point to determine if we're going to continue and break that resistance level and continue all the way up, or break that trend line and then drop. And then it did what? It dropped. Guess where it came? To the next outer trend line, which is exactly where the market is sitting now, right? It's simple as ABC. If this doesn't work, this won't work. If this doesn't work, this one also works. It's how trading works. Trading is always that, addition and subtraction of ideas or setups. Like it's like how do I even put this? You always have to have a deciding effect, a probabilistic analysis, right? If A or B doesn't work, then C or D must work. If C or D doesn't work, then E or F must work. That's how trading is. And then just because you have analyzed that A or C must work doesn't mean that the moment you get any decision to jump in on A or C quickly, then you jump in. You want to also scrutinize it properly. Now the setup that I'm going to leave you guys with GJ is that look at it the same way as GBP USD. I've already outlined the setup for GBP USD, which is like we're now watching this very region to see if we're going to have a next leg and see if we're going to go all the way up. I'm going to be watching on the 1 hour time frame. The same for GBP JPY as well. If I lower this onto the 1 hour, you see how it came perfectly onto that region. That is what I am particularly waiting for. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what does this mean then? It means that we made a low, we made what? A high, equal low, and then if the bulls are supposed to come in, then they're going to make what? A higher high. Then that would mean what? Structure intermittently would be changed from this level. And once structure is changed intermittently from this level, then we can kind of expect a continuation from there, perhaps like a higher low, higher high, and then perhaps approach this level again, whatever the market wants to do. Nonetheless, if this market does not intend to also use that structural formation to go, at least you're going to know that what? You minimize your exposure on the market with your risk by jumping in somewhere around here, stop loss so tight, like some gay man's panties, and then expecting take profit all the way here. And if it doesn't go there, at least it's going to fulfill this level here. So you, at the end of the day, did not expose yourself so much on the market. Worst case scenario, if you're going to hit stop loss, then you just get taken out briefly here, which is fine. Which is also fine. You just got taken out briefly here, right? So that is a setup that we got to keep our eyes on seriously for GJ, yeah, for a buy. I have my eyes seriously on GJ for a buy as well. Let's look at G card. G card, I'm going to first watch it on the 4-hour time frame as well. Number one, if you want to do any analytical perspective, you first want to watch it from the 4-hour time frame. It gives you an open mind of exactly where this is GBP card. It gives you an open mind of exactly where the market is trying to go, right? So G card, to tell you the truth, I don't see anything beautiful with it, so I'm not going to waste my time. The moment you don't see anything beautiful with the market, don't try to analyze it. Some people, that's what they fall for. They see something's not looking nice, they still want to analyze. It's going to go open, it's higher high, higher low, this draw. No. Choose the easiest. I've said this times without numbers. I'm not going to repeat it because I want to just tell you guys easily what I'm looking out for, and then if we can jump in a trade briefly right now as well. Then I have GBP Swiss franc. Also, you can see that what we have this very beautiful level in which it is coming very close to. So GBP CHF, the same way, we can also keep our eyes on this range and potential. So overall, it gives you the bias of knowing that I am predominantly pound biased for a long, right? So because GU is giving me long bias, GJ is giving me long bias, and then GCHF is giving me long bias. The only one that is not really giving me that long bias is G card, which is fine because at the end of the day, we have the 3 ones that have superseded our decision in looking for a long. And then finally, the one that even concludes the long and then the short, especially the long for the pound, is the fact that look at Euro GBP, which is the trans-inverse relationship with the other ones, right? It has inverse correlation with the 4 analyses I've made. So when you find GJ, GK, GU all giving you a short vibe, Euro GBP should give you, all giving you a long vibe, Euro GBP should give you a short vibe. And at the very moment that we're speaking, look at the vibe that Euro GBP is giving us. Is it a long vibe or a short vibe? You tell me. You be the one to tell me. Is Euro GBP giving us a long vibe or a short vibe? It's definitely giving us a short vibe. It's telling us that we are in a key resistance area and we are likely to reject reverse around this area and then do what? drop off from here. The same moment when we have all the long vibe going on in the other ones. So it means that the confluence is solid, right? This is what we call correlation and cross-referencing. I've taught you guys this on a live session for free. Make sure you never forget these lessons. You see, this one, it's a premium lesson you're not going to get anywhere except on Kojo Forex live session. So make sure you keep this closely in mind. Never forget this simple analysis that we've done here. It could take you forever to know them. GU long, GJ long vibe, GCHF long vibe, G Euro GBP short vibe. We are not saying that go and start jumping into it now. We are not saying, I am not saying that all of a sudden start trading, because some of you have quick trigger fingers. The moment you hear a setup on somebody's YouTube live, Instagram live, you're looking for your account, let me start jumping in, let me start, Kojo said it's shorts, let me start selling. You blow that account. And if you blow it, me, I have nothing to do. Quick fingers, trigger fingers. You hear small trade, quickly they are looking for the account. They want to just be in the trade now. Wait small, have patience. Let the trade materialize. Let the market speak to you. Let the market tell you that we are about to go short. Let the market vibe with you, right? Don't rush. Don't rush the move. Have patience. The market is not running away. The market is not running away anywhere. That's what most people don't wait to do. So yeah, nonetheless, I am going to wait, right? And then watch the market. Give me some more vibes. It's gonna take a while. It's not gonna come easily. It's not gonna come just like that. The move is not gonna drop. It's not gonna drop just like that. Let's face reality. This thing is not gonna just stand here and then boom, hit take profit. No, it's gonna waste time there. Play around, consolidate, do so many stuff, reject, do this before it drops. So sleep on it, right? Sleep on it. Just forget about it. Just let it slide. Meanwhile, the forget about it does not necessarily also mean forgetting about it. You see, that's how tricky trading is. If you really want to succeed with trading, you have to be intentional and unintentional about it. It's as if I'm watching the market, I'm not watching it, I'm watching it, I'm not watching. That's how the market wants. If the market realizes that you're watching it 247, you're seated by the chart, it's going to trick you to take foolish decisions, because you're going to see something that appears so nice, trigger finger, quickly you execute, and then you're surprised. The market is going south. It happens. Trigger fingers. It happens so many times. You execute, next minute the market just tricks you. It opens its teeth wide. I got you. You're going to lose your money. So have freaking patience when it comes to that, right? Let the market just materialize and then do its own thing. Never let the market trick you into pulling a trigger finger. Have so much patience, right? And it's going to definitely work out, right? I hope you guys understood that perfectly. I really want to be so certain that a lot of you understood that. But yeah, nonetheless, we're going to be keeping our eyes here, solely here for today. So we have for this week 3 setups, even 4 already. One is GBP USD. So the moment you get the setup, what do you want to do? You want to just easily mark them out, flag them, because that is what we want to keep our eyes on. That is the trade we want. So GU is 1, GJ is 1, GCHF is 1, and then Euro GBP is also 1. We want to do what? Flag them down. Flagging them means that you're not going to be watching so many other ones again. Let the other ones do their thing. We don't care about you. We don't freaking mind about you. Just do your own shit. We don't care about you, right? We really just want to care about the ones that have given us the vibe, the ones that are vibing with us, the ones that are telling us that they are going to drop, the ones that are telling us that they are going to go up. That's all we care about. So for the next couple of hours, days, I don't care about GCAD. I only care about the ones that have given me the vibe that they are going to drop, which is, I just deleted my Euro GBP. Where did I put it? Okay, I'm going to bring it back anyway. Then let's go to gold. Why did I delete my Euro GBP setup? let me see. Euro GBP. Euro GBP, I think it's FXCM. Let's check it. Yeah, so his Euro GBP is back up. Right. Yeah, so let me drag it back up there. Okay, then we come to gold, right? So you know that we have 4 setups in our watch list. That's all that matters. Gold, I was supposed to catch this move for you guys this week, but I literally missed. Obviously, you know that I'm in a trip, so it's not always that I'm going to be seated by the market 247. But I was supposed to catch this beautiful short trade here. I saw some people jumping in yesterday. BMO jumped in, Common jumped in, a few of my colleagues that are in the market also jumped in, which was very good. Nonetheless, at the moment, I don't have any trade setup on gold because yesterday's setup left me. That's all I can say. It's as simple as that. Oil, let's see if oil has anything for us. Oil don't have anything for me at the moment. Nonetheless, it's also coming into a minor region of importance, minor region of priority, right? Which is just about this resistance area. The moment we see something interesting there, we may be interested in going short on oil. So keep oil also on peg. The moment something is interesting, you just peg it there briefly. Something just sounds interesting, looks clean, looks beautiful, just peg it there. We'll come back to it. That's how we trade, right? The moment something looks nice, we peg it, we'll come back to it. The dollar index, we're watching if it's going to give us a short vibe or a long vibe to tell us the overall directional movement of the dollar. The XY is the thing that fooled a lot of people to think that dollar was going to be weak, because people have seen this long move, and then guess what? It gives you the first one that you're looking for. This is what 100% of you people are looking for. 99.99% of you just want that instant gratification. The XY, if you see bearish candle is dropping, everybody will start shorting, and then guess what? It opens it wide and then swallow all of you like that. So I am going to stay on the side and wait and see where potentially the XY may be heading towards, right? It will take me a while to clearly know, right? But I have to obviously zoom out of my chart and then see clearly, back test. I can sometimes go all the way into the left side, and I can be able to pull out somewhere perfect that I know that the XY may be potentially approaching. But the most easiest place that it could have been approaching was here. Nonetheless, we can tell that it's kind of broken that range, so we cannot be so confident to say the XY is playing around here. Let's just let this one slide, and then let's come to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is bleeding. I gave my Bitcoin analysis so many months ago, years ago. I think last year thereabout, right? But that analysis actually did on the monthly time frame, right? On the monthly time frame. So that was why I got it. Maybe later I'll explain into details that Bitcoin analysis and then why I thought it's going to come down. But I kind of feel like it has a little bit more potential to drop down. We are a few pips away from 20,000, which is very central to Bitcoin. It is only going to relax when it comes here. Trust me, this bearish move you're seeing, it is not dead yet. These things that you're beginning to see with Bitcoin, as if it's giving you that bullish vibe, and you think, let me start buying, maybe it could just retrace more. Please, stay away. I know, I can say almost certainly to a fact, that if we're going to have Bitcoin relaxing and giving any sort of a bullish momentum retracement, then it got to at least dip into this 20,000 region, then perhaps we could sharply reverse to 24,000. So sit on your hands if you're a Bitcoin trader. Freaking sit on your hands and let the market do its own thing. You're going to understand me later why I'm saying Bitcoin is likely to come to 20,000 before anything. Maybe I should show you guys that pictorial view of it. You know, in 2017, when I was a big Bitcoin trader plus a Bitcoin analyst, in 2017 I used to write articles on Bitcoin. Who knows that about me? Not a lot of people actually know that about me. People think that Kojo Forex, I don't know what kind of perspective you guys have about me, but you should know that I used to be one of the main writers for Modern Ghana Web. You know, they had this name that they used to call people that write for Modern Ghana and Ghana Web. There's this name, I've forgotten. What I say? Commentator or whatever it is, right? If you search my name and then you search about Bitcoin, I want to show you guys briefly. Yeah, so here, this was in 2017, 2018. Yeah, right? I used to write articles on Bitcoin, so you can go read. Look at me. Look at how young I was, right? Nobody knew me then. Not a lot of you knew me then. By here, I had probably almost 15 to 17k followers on Instagram. Not today that I have all of you here. And then people were still, following the journey, following the process. Read this one, pretty interesting article. You're going to love it, right? I wrote a whole lot more articles, though. It wasn't only for the Bitcoin one. I published so many articles then, right? So many. I used to write articles about trading, stocks, trading currencies. Somebody say very handsome. Yes, I wasn't looking bad anyway. So yeah, I'm telling you that from my analytical perspective, I can expect Bitcoin coming to 20,000 before anything else, right? Let me look quickly at Nasdaq and the other ones, and then we wrap this up. I'm wrapping this up briefly. I don't intend to stay on this live for long. So you already see that I have some pegs out for Nasdaq. It means that I have this key area to watch. So Nasdaq, keep our eyes around the 30,600 region, or 30,000, yeah, 30,600 or 30,620 region for a potential buy setup. It has done the first leg already, which is supposed to deceive people. So potentially any second leg, then it means that it's trying to convince us to go for a long. So yeah, it's done this massive sell-off. So it's only right to look for a long position in this week. Let's look at Nasdaq as well. The same kind of applies to Nasdaq, but don't rush on it. Like I said, it's giving only the first leg. We're going to wait for the second leg. Let's look at Euro, AUD. The moment you get a prime setup, you don't want to worry your head so much about the other ones as well. All you want to do is just watch them briefly. If they don't give you any vibe, then you go ahead and continue with your analysis, right? So with this, I'm just going to be looking out for this region here for Euro, AUD, right? This high here. I'm trying to see if the market can still stretch forth and then approach that region. Euro NZD, nothing to be interested about. And then Euro USD, the same trick that tricked a whole lot of people. We saw that same trick in Euro USD as well. Euro USD, GBP USD, they have a very strong correlation. Yeah. So the moment you're seeing people looking for a short or a long in GBP USD, you can certainly tell that they are looking for that same position in Euro USD as well. But again, let's wait, especially for the XY, to give us that good vibe where it's going to go. So as far as there's no setup for Euro USD, I'm not going to flag it now. Euro JPY, nothing to write home about. And then Euro NZD USD, again, where the trick is, where the trap was, what got a lot of people hyped and then jumping in on the USD setup is the same thing that I see here. So I am going to be very patient and expect NZD USD to drop a little bit more, perhaps into this previous lows here, right? I have all the patience. Nobody has patience on the market than myself. I can wait and wait and wait. Sometimes it gets so boring. You're asking yourself, is this man going to trade at all? But the moment I come into trade, then all of you are excited, right? So yeah, that is obviously all the setup that I can certainly say I have for you, except for last one, New Zealand card, right? USD card. For USD card, I can't certainly tell exactly where it wants to go. Perhaps approaching this psychological level of 1.300 or this resistance area of 1.3080. Nonetheless, time will tell exactly what it wants to do. But if I see any kind of market structure reversal, which is like maybe a sharp drop, a quick reversal, and then it gives me a confirmation, then I will want to jump in this for a short, which is exactly where the edge